Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brainstorm Brewery. If, like us, you are stuck at home, quarantined in this time, I'm sure you're looking for something to do. And you have come to the right place, because you know what we have today? It is an Ikoria preview card.
They know that. They clicked on a video titled Ikoria preview card.
Well, you know what, Jason? That's a good point you raise. So, everybody, I hope that we've seen the Ikoria pre-release delayed by a month, but you know what? We still get to look at some of the cards. We still get to get excited for the set. It's going to be awesome when it comes out. And that starts today with our preview card. This is low-tech, no crazy fancy videos. Everyone, we don't have access to equipment. We can't get together. We're appropriately social distancing.
Yes, that's our excuse.
But we have a fun preview card for it. So, this is where our editor, JJ, flashes up channeled force onto the screen.
He's gonna add like crazy sound effects too, and like spinning things from like Windows Paint.
I want a George
like
Lucas star wipe. Or I riot.
Like Windows Movie Maker or like slideshow effects where like it crosses out and like comes in, and
I like
middle school tech of like
if we're gonna channel the force, we should have a Star Wars reference.
That's correct. That's right, Jason. And as a matter of fact, channeled force is a 2 generic blue and red, so 4 cost total instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard X cards. Target player draws X cards. Channeled force deals X damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. So it's not a fireball at someone's face. It hits creatures or planeswalkers. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about one of the coolest places for this where you can really kind of get creative with it, and that's Commander.
Well, at first I looked at this and I was like, oh, this seems like a limited only card, which is fine. This could do some damage in limited. But the more I thought about it, you could just straight up murder somebody in a Necrosar deck with this. Right. You pitch a good 7-8 cards and they take 14. That's a great way to dome somebody.
That is quite a bit. It also works in Locust God, right? That's the first one that came to mind for me.
Sure.
Yes.
Niv Mizzet.
Yep. Any of the Niv Mizzets, basically.
Yeah. But really, this is just a very Izzet card, right? It's kind of like a Prophetic Bolt, but it's worse than Prophetic Bolt in a lot of cases. Where, the rarity shifted down. But there are instances where it would be better than Prophetic Bolt, and that's when you're trying to discard. So if there's any sort
Madness.
of madness or any sort of like black creatures you reanimate that you, I don't know what Ikoria is going to be like. We know that Izzet does this stuff, but I think it's possible. There's if there are big creatures, there could be ways to bring them back from the graveyard, and like getting some damage, some card draw, and dumping your big dumb monster in the yard all in one card seems like it could have some utility. I don't know if this will see constructed play, but certainly this seems like a Necrosar card, Locust God, Niv Mizzet, etc.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you said this is a very Izzet card, and I think one of the best reasons that is because it feels like one of the signpost cards for limited. And what I mean by signpost cards is that every set, ever since 2015 or so, Wizards has been more intentionally designing limited formats with signpost uncommons that are very, very high in their power level for their color combination, but they push you in one specific direction in terms of what you want to do in that limited format. So if we're looking at Theros Beyond Death, for example, Mischievous Chimera is the Izzet signpost uncommon for that set, and it says whenever you cast your first spell during your opponent's turn, it does some damage and you scry one, and it's already a 2/2 flyer for 2 mana. So in Theros Beyond Death, you're looking at, I want to be doing stuff on my opponent's turn. I mean, Devourer of Memory is like, you want to mill yourself, you want to get that escape costs going.
Yep, and blue-black.
Slaughter Priest of Mogus, you're looking to sacrifice stuff and do damage with that. And I mean, Channeled Force here is like, if I'm playing Izzet in Ikoria Limited, then you want to be discarding cards, drawing a lot of cards. There might be some sort of like card that says whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+0. There's some sort of like card drawing. Maybe it's Reanimator where you're just like discarding and bringing back things.
Just things triggering off of drawing extra cards, right? Things triggering off of discarding cards. There's a lot of ways this could go. Obviously, we don't know anything about Ikoria yet to see how this fits in, but you're absolutely right that this is going to fit in one way or another, most likely into the Izzet mechanics.
Yep.
All right. Well, everybody, there you go. Make sure to check out Ikoria when we do have the pre-release both in paper and online in Magic Online, Magic Arena. We want to thank Wizards so much for giving us this preview card. You know, there's a long time where we didn't get any preview cards, and we've been fortunate enough to get a few over the past year or so. And we really, really appreciate it. And we've made a lot of silly videos in the past, and we can't do this now because everyone's quarantined. But I promise, if we get any more in the future, we will have another silly video because they're a lot of fun to make.
It means more to be on their list during the apocalypse. Like, there's meteors coming down from the sky, there's rabid dogs clawing at Wizard's door, and they still have a whiteboard with Brainstorm Brewery written on it. That means a lot.
This was a free preview card, no bottle caps, exchanged hands in exchange for this.
Well, thank you so much for checking out our preview video. Check out the podcast Brainstorm Brewery. It's up every Friday on your favorite podcast app. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy. Have a good apocalypse.
Draw some cards.
Stay 6 feet away from your opponent.